The end goal. Now, everyone knew that it wasn't going to last too long. The way Warnock has set out his goals for future years, and with his age, things did, of course, things went amazing. But now the end goal has become reality. It was eventually time to go. The issues within. Now, recent months we have had scrutiny, embarrassment from Kansas City homegrown hero, some would say, Craig Bellamy, saying that young Welsh talent does not get through this first team, and apparently Vincent Tan agrees, and that is what's been going down, as I have heard from various of articles and all that. But yeah, that has been the only issue from within that could have caused this terrible walk from our manager. Number 3, the fans. Now the fans and Warnock have a special bond. They of course love Warnock through thick and thin, and even the main man himself, Warnock, has admitted that these are the best fans he's ever worked with, and he just loves the fans of Cardiff City, and he has bid farewell to the beloved Bluebirds and hope for success for everything they do in the future. And at the end of the day, Warnock did say that if he gets a bit of stick, if he gets a bit of warning from fans that they don't want him there, he'll just walk away and things will be rosy. And that exactly did happen. Some booing after the Bristol game has been the focal point of the Sunday evening where Warnock had a meeting with the board. Number 2, the Premier League drama. Now, the Premier League, of course, was a fantastic season. Some may disagree, but at the end of the day, Cardiff City went up in blue. They obviously loved every single moment. Obviously, it was a roller coaster in itself, the Premier League season, after being plummeled by Man City, then Liverpool, Chelsea, and in encouraging games such as Arsenal home and away, which obviously Cardiff could and should have got 3 points in either fixture. I think the emotional loss of Emiliano Sala impacted everyone at the club, and more importantly to Neil Warnock, who trusted the player, who had all the hope in the world that Salah was the one that could guide Cardiff in the Premier League with safety in mind. Sadly, things have turned out differently, and Warnock has now probably just fed up with the Premier League in general, because every decision the referee made, it was always against Cardiff, and all the pundits could say is that they sympathise with Cardiff, but that was it. They don't care if Cardiff City go down, and the Premier League itself should be ashamed, because obviously they basically don't like Cardiff, a Welsh team in the top English division. And yeah, overall it ended up in relegation, and Cardiff City as a whole club paid the price with losing at the final step of the hurdle by losing to Palace, or drawing to Palace, then obviously only needing that one victory, and we did it, Man United. So overall, it was fate, I guess. We had a poor squad throughout the season, but we gave it our best shot, as our beloved Bluebirds did. We flew high, and at the end, we got relegated to the EFL Championship under Warnock. Number 1 is indeed the transfer window in August time, and before that, of course, where we had an injured Sol Bamba, who is going to be missing out a lot of the beginning of the season, and we needed a backup, if not a starting partnership with Morrison. And in fairness to Warnock, he did bring in Aidan Flint. But the sad news was that in result of Flint coming in, we had to lose Manga, one of our very important players, who arguably is the most important one, that held the defence together with Bamba and Morrison. And sadly, he left Cardiff to go to another league and team, as did the Icelandic warrior, the Cardiff City legend, that is Aron Gunnarsson. He obviously left on a free transfer. His contract ran out, and things did pan out, unfortunately for Cardiff, that Gunnarsson left Cardiff with a sour note, because obviously relegation led, and that was it. And I still believe if we had Gunnarsson and Manga, we would have been in the playoffs, because the leadership what Gunnarsson brought can't be replaced, because he drove into tackles. He never gave up. He wanted the 3 points for the team he loves, and he encouraged the players around him to push on and attack and defend like hell. And that's why he's our legend. And sadly, he and Manga left, along with Kenneth Zaha, who arguably could be... He was our own Bluebird as well, Zaha, because not many liked him, but I did. He was a great player for us. Obviously, some people may say no, he ain't, but he showed his brilliance when he dribbled past 3 players, and then at the end of it, dunk the keeper to score a classic goal from Zaha. Sadly, with injuries and setbacks, he has not outshone his true quality. But sadly, that's been it for how things went wrong. Of course, there has been other factors into what I'd have said, but overall, I think that his time was up, Warnock, and sadly, it is shame that he had to leave on a sour note. Obviously, he started his Cardiff City reign against Bristol at the Cardiff City Stadium, and it's a bit fitting how his last game for Cardiff was indeed Bristol City at the Cardiff City Stadium. So yes, I love every single Cardiff fan who watched the tribute the other day of Neil Warnock, which was absolute fantastic, and I cannot thank you enough. All I gotta say is subscribe if you're a fellow Bluebird and you want to see more Cardiff stuff, because this week is full of Cardiff stuff and what happened to Cardiff. And of course, I think today, at some point or tomorrow, we'll find out our brand new manager who replaces Warnock. And as soon as that happens, I will do a live stream not a live stream, a podcast, I think, thinking of what I think about the manager. And yes, so I think the early candidates are either Mark Harris, the former Millwall boss, of course, the Charlton boss, I can't figure out his name straight off my head, Bellamy, of course, Sobamba, and one other one, which seems to be under the radar, is Newport manager Mike Flynn. Now, I really want Mike Flynn in, because he's young, Welsh, and can encourage the team. Plus, obviously, the whole transfer embargo incoming for the team, and the club needs stability at this stage. So I think Mike Flynn's the one. If not, then Harris from, former Millwall boss Harris. And so yes, subscribe, like, share and comment, and I'll see you all next time.